What's up, everybody? The greatest goblin that ever lived is here with a back issue block, if you will. I'm going to review 3 books that I was supposed to get 2 weeks ago, but ran out of money. But I wanted to get a chance to review them here on my main channel. Speaking of my main channel, check here for a video I just did reviewing The Bounce and Akinero from Midtown Comics. And don't forget to stop by Blugoblin X, where my main review is for this week in comics. So, without further ado, let's get to the 3 books I missed out on, but got to read. Alright, first we're going to start off with, these are all Marvel, by the way, Fearless Defenders number 4 AU. This is the Defenders tie-in to Age of Ultron. Cullen Bunn is still writing this series with this tie-in, and we got Mr. Jimenez on the interior art. And I gotta say, Phil Jimenez's artwork in here, flipping through it right now, it is just simply fantastic. And in here we get to see what kind of trouble Hippolyta. The main focus is Hippolyta. The other defenders barely make appearances in here. But yeah, my student was right when he talked about this book. That is not the Doctor Doom head. It's not exactly a spoiler since this book's not exactly new. But for what it's worth, I do love that cover. Hippolyta, she's been brought back from the dead in this reality, and she goes toe-to-toe with her father, Ares, the god of war. And I gotta say, this was a very, very bitchin' fight. And I also love the fact that Ares is wielding Mjolnir, Thor's hammer. And you're thinking to yourself, how can he wield it? He's not worthy. They explain that. Apparently, now Thor's dead in the Age of Ultron reality. And apparently when Thor died, the magic inside the hammer died as well, making it a simple, ordinary hammer. That, from a comic book logic standpoint, that actually makes sense. And the fight in here was simply fantastic. That's what the majority of the book is focused on, is Hippolyta going toe-to-toe with her dad. And it's really, really well done. And I love the dialogue that was going on throughout this fight. Not to mention the drama building up to it and everything. It was simply a fantastic book. And I was kicking myself for missing out on it. Great read. Alright, next up, Uncanny Avengers number 8 AU. This is the Uncanny Avengers tie-in to Age of Ultron. Rick Remender is still doing the writing. We got Mr. Adam Kubert doing the artwork. Oh, excuse me. Rick Remender and Jerry Dugan are doing the writing here. But this is the Age of Ultron reality. This is the focus on Kang and the Apocalypse Twins. Now, the Apocalypse Twins aren't as dialogue heavy as they have been in the past couple issues of Uncanny Avengers, but they still talk a little too much. And I'll tell you what, this particular book right here drew a better picture on how big of an asshole Kang is to these two, and especially to everybody else. It was refreshing, actually. It was like, I'm like, this is the Kang that I like. I mean, the bastard Kang. I like this one. Some twists are done in the Age of Ultron reality. I'll go ahead and spoil some of it. Havoc is the leader of the... Havoc and Rogue are the leaders of the Morlocks, and they're married. So I'm wondering, in this reality, did Rogue gain full control of her powers, or are her powers still broken? We don't know. Colonel America, Steve Rogers, is trying to enlist help in this war and everything, and Alex is having none of it, and the Apocalypse Twins attack, and all hell breaks loose, and we suffer some casualties in here. But at the same time, I'll go ahead and spoil it, Alex and Rogue get killed. But when Alex gets killed, Rogue snaps, and then she gets killed. But when she gets killed, all of a sudden, the story twists a little bit, especially from the character development standpoint of the Apocalypse twins. And I'm like, okay, they take lives, but at the same time, you think to yourself, do they feel like they're being forced to do this stuff? Because, like I said, this book paints the picture that Kang is pulling their strings, and you kind of wonder, would the Apocalypse twins turn out this way if they were raised by almost anybody else? And I know that's a bit of a stretch, but yeah, for what this was, I really enjoyed it. I loved the writing, the artwork was good, the action was good. I liked the dialogue, the drama. It had everything. It wasn't perfect, but for what it was, I did enjoy it. All right, we're gonna end this back issue block with or blog, excuse me. Why do I say block? Blog. Uncanny X-Men number 6. Brian Michael Bendis. You want to talk about consistency? This is good stuff. Fraser Irving does the interior artwork in here. Y'all know me. I'm not really a big fan of the whole Hell Demons and Hellspawn or Limbo and Demons and all that kinds of shit. But here, this was really good. I actually liked this. Now, I'm probably willing to bet there's a lot of people bitching about what Emma and the Cuckoos do to the young New Mutants that are in here. I don't have a problem. I don't have that big of a problem with it because, you know, they're going head to head with Dormammu and some of his minions in Limbo, and they're standing there frozen in fear, and the Cuckoos are told, make them fearless, make them think that they're warriors. So go into their heads and scramble their minds and make them think that they're brave warriors. I actually like that twist. It was really because who would you rather want to? If you're in a big fight, if you're in a gang war, no matter where it is it here on Earth or in Limbo, who would you want fighting by your side? A person that's frozen in fear and can't move, can't defend themselves, can't fight, or somebody who's willing to go balls to the wall and just go in there and start fucking swinging and shit? You got to think about it from that standpoint, and that's why I'm okay with it. But here but I can't help but feel like this series continues to paint Scott Summers as a villain because of the shit he's doing and all kinds of stuff. But in here, he does have in this particular issue, he does show some nobility, and that's where I'm going to leave it. I really liked this book. It was very nice. Can't say hardly anything negative about it, but what I will do, spoiler alert, I'm going to show you the last page and show you why I really got excited at this book. Sa-sa! You damn straight. Dazzler's finally stepping in. Dazzler, a mutant who I think is seriously underrated. My interest is just peaked right here and now. Good stuff from Marvel. I really liked this. I probably rambled on too much, so I'm just going to cut it short right there. Subscribe to this channel, my second channel, Blugoblin X. Don't forget about DarkAvengerINCPlus, my student, TheMtVernonKid, all my friends here on YouTube. Follow me on Twitter or on Tumblr. You won't regret it. I'll see y'all later.